Okay, so here I made a chart for you guys. A Daisy 840, it's the RWS basic 7 grain pellet. Trajectory sight in is 25 yards. So I wanted to show you guys what's happening here. So you're on your bench, which is about 4 feet high or something like that. And let's say you're shooting at a table. This is the kind of trajectory you're going to get. So if you look at the bottom line there where it says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that's your aim point right there. And then where the shot is hitting is what you see here, 2.5, 4 inches, 4.25 inches. And then it goes back down to 1.5 inches and then back to 0 at 25 yards. 25 yards. So I wanted to show you in relation to a pop can. So that way you never have to have any holdover the whole time except for maybe a little bit at 25 yards. So here's a pop can right here. So you notice at 5 yards, if you aim at the bottom of the can, you're hitting it in the middle. 10 yards, if you aim at the bottom of the can, you're still hitting the can. If you aim at the bottom at 10 yards, you're still hitting the can. And then 15, still hitting the can. At 20, still hitting the can, but it's more center at 20 yards. And then notice at 25 yards, it comes back down to the bottom. So what this means is that at 25 yards, if you're right on, you'll probably hit the bottom of the can, but you might want to come up a little bit to the center here, or a little higher, because the maximum range is 25 yards. So what this means is once you sight it in for 25 yards, you can forget all about where to hold if you're shooting pop cans. If you have a smaller target, then it's going to be different. But if you're shooting pop cans, what you do at 5, 10, 15, and 20 yards is just aim right at the bottom of the can here. And then all you have to remember is at 25 yards, you want to pull it up a little bit if you want, unless you're accurate at 25 yards, aiming for the bottom and hitting the bottom. Usually what happens at 25-yard shots is you'll see them impact right about here, sometimes on the bottom. So anyway, this just kind of gives you guys an idea. You sacrifice, when you sight in a slow-moving pellet for long range, you sacrifice by leaving yourself a real loopy trajectory. And you can see here it's not a flat shooting trajectory at all. It's a big mountain here. But that's the price you pay for long range. Now, if we were shorter range and we sighted it in for 15 yards or 10 yards, we'd have a real flat line right here. But we want to get out to 25 yards, so we have to go with this trajectory and find a solution to hit the target. And this is going to work out just fine as long as you aim at the bottom. So anyway, I'll link this video with the previous one if you haven't seen the first one, where I talk about the RWS basic pellet and how it works great in the Daisy 840 with the dot sight. So yeah, I'll make sure to leave that link in the description for you guys. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. So this is the kind of trajectory you can expect with that particular pellet and the dot sight that I got on there.